See, we've divided up the wing other side's a new assessment centre. Do you want to help out with the books? You can do.
I hope you don't mind me looking in.
Oh, no, of course not. We're nearly finished.
Yes, I see. How are the numbers working out?
Well, it leaves me room for a 75. I might be a bit pushed for beds tonight.
Well, that's an improvement on, what was it, 97?
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Spinning wheel got to take.
Shall we go into my office?
No, I must get back. What on earth is Stella wearing?
I understand it's her second best mink.
Well, there's only one way she's going to be able to keep that.
Wear it all the time, that's what I've told her.
Try one of these, Joyce.
Here, blackie fag.
Don't fiddle with it, dear. It's not nice.
Stick it in your mouth then, stupid.
And remember, suck. Don't blow.
One blouse, one bra, one pair of pants.
Hi, Mr. Radley. I'm back again.
Yes, Rose, I see.
But don't you want me to grace your prison?
You don't improve at not getting caught.
You're right there. It's pathetic.
NOC.
We had her in 2 years ago, but now she's really gone and done it.
I'll let him know.
She got probation. God knows what they were doing.
It's the kid that just went out.
The unruly certificate, yes. Charge of assault.
Linda McEneny. No chance she made that up. How about her age? She looks very young.
She gives it a 16.
I'll get Mrs. Bostock to check.
Absconded from a community home. String of them, I gather.
Any drugs on her?
Clean. No money either. She's been sleeping rough.
Grateful, is she? For the roof?
Not very.
So if there's anything immediate, any immediate problem...
Fuzzer kept me clothes, only got what I stand up in.
Oh, we can help you there. You see, we keep a clothes store.
You! I'm not wearing your old junk.
Well, actually, you're lucky. We never used to make any provision for remarks.
Look, you go tell the pigs I want me clothes back.
That sort of thing's out of my hands.
Not much cop then, are you?
Take that up from me, Norris, will you?
Very good, sir.
If anybody's hungry, there's some tea going in the kitchen.
Well, what are you looking at me for?
Well, she knows the score, you don't. The thing is, you might be down here for what? Another hour at least? You might catch supper on the wing, but that won't keep you going.
He's right, you know. It's a long, long time till morning.
No point in being hungry.
Get used to it with dossing.
Well, I just thought I'd point it out.
Can't force me, can you?
No.
No. Well, take a running jump then.
Right.
What's it with you two?
That's Mr. Radley. He's to death.
That's me bloody sucking up.
Oh, no. He just fancies me, that's all. And he could do with me as well. I met his wife here once. You know, a sort who only knows how to do it one way. How come the coppers kept your gear?
Well, I was with my boyfriend and they nabbed him. He's in Brixton. This pig smashed him across the face. Well, me, I saw red up, but his pig in hand. You made crackers. Well, then they kept me clothes. Nothing to look for, just spite it was.
Me? I never have any trouble. You just treat them nice, that's all. Hey. Hey, it's my Susie. Rose!
Well, from what she's been up to, she's hardly a child.
16?
Might have been when I was a girl. But not these days.
Well, let's assume she's corruptible.
In the single.
I'm afraid it'll have to be for tonight.
Mrs. Bostock, they're creating about a car in the drive.
Mine?
Could be.
Oh, God, it usually is. I better go before they blow it up. Or my hubby burns the dinner.
You're always late the nights he cooks the dinner.
I know, it's terrible. Good night.
Good night.
Is it right? Clemency did singing for a living.
Mm-hmm. Rose settled in with her, all right?
Oh, yes. She's no trouble, Rose. Feels like midnight.
I leave behind a heart to wear, which may remind thee of a taste of honey, a taste much sweeter than wine.
There's no air getting in here. I can't breathe. Hey, there's no air getting in. Hey, somebody help me. You'll have to let me out. There's no air. Hey, let me out. Hey, I can't breathe. There's no air. Let me out.
Bounce up, will you lay off this silly cow? Get back to bed.
Come on, breathe. Let me out.
No, Peter, I'm sorry. The first night here, it should have been the hospital.
She was Labour 1 and fit. You've never made a ruling on it, Faye?
The girl was obviously overwrought.
I saw her in reception. She didn't give me that impression then.
Well, I don't know what the fuss is, madam. I've seen this panic time after time.
Yes, but it's worse for the young ones.
Maybe for the first night, but after that, they soon get used to it.
Look, I've got 3 girls in the hospital, 2 of 15, 1 of 14. Now, there's nothing wrong with those girls, not physically, not mentally, yet they are surrounded by sick, sick people. Not to mince words, they're in the loony bin.
Are you telling me that you'd put a 14-year-old on the wing?
You don't give me the authority to do so. Under 16, I find them a bet. All right, true, they're not locked up.
Well, at least that avoids one nightmare.
And I replace it with countless others.
Mrs. Bostock.
I've 4 16-year-olds on the wing, 5 now, counting Lindy. They all of them need night medicine to sleep. But basically, I agree with Dr. Mays, given that they send the children here.
That's it. That's what we ought to be shouting
But
about.
they are here, Charles. It's a fact. Now, where do we put that girl tonight?
Well, not on her own for a kick-off. I said that was common sense.
I didn't have much choice.
A full house?
No, not quite. I could have put her in with Mrs. Brown.
Oh, she's over 70. Spends the daylight hours dozing and the night time casting spells.
She sleeps very badly.
Yes, I understand.
And that was it, was it?
No, she could have shared with Stella Kyprianou.
Oh, give me the chance.
Yes, well, most of the young girls on the wing react like you. They seem to find her glamorous.
It's a difficult thing to try and prevent.
Perhaps if she flutters her eyelashes, the hospital will have her.
Come on, Faye.
No, Charles, no, I just can't be flippant about Stella. How many young prisoners on your wing?
Women under 21?
Yes.
Between half and 2/3.
More like 2/3. And every one of them is prey to Stella. She's out to win them for herself. And the younger the girl, the harder she'll try. Why, I don't know. It seems to be a compulsion with her. Make no mistake, that woman can and does corrupt. Her influence is damaging and evil.
I suppose you have evidence.
Yes. And if you ask me if I've seen it, yes, I have. More than that, it's something that I feel. I'm not afraid to say so.
Thing is, Stella, if we made a disc, a demo thing, and hooked it round, you'd put a good word in, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know a few people.
You didn't pass no exams, did you, Stella?
Ignorant as a pig, my dear.
No one should be forced to go to school. It means it's when you're young, you're free in there.
Stella, that blouse you gave me, it's been nicked. Jilly?
I never touched it.
I didn't say you had it. It's one of them daft clowns. Yeah, come on. Which one you lot got me blouse? Don't tell me to stop pushing. I've had a blouse go. I want to know where it's gone.
They should do a room search every week. Once a week at least. There hasn't even been a wing search that I know of.
What blouse was it?
Well, just a cast-off, dear. Wouldn't have suited you one bit. Joyce is such a big girl for her age.
Yeah, like balloons.
Don't think twice about it.
I've got going on something in this place. I've gone mad, otherwise.
All right, Lorna, all right. Let's go and see Sister, shall we?
Hey, Miss, I've got something to report.
Later, Joyce, later.
Miss, I had a blouse go, Miss. Last week a slip and now a blouse.
Later, I said later.
Leave it out, kid.
Why? Why should I?
Woman's cut herself.
I'll cut someone that don't get back me blouse.
Things go, that's the way. Don't own anything in this place. Then you're all right.
Miss?
No, not Joyce, no, Joyce.
Hey, Stella! These bloody screws, they just don't want to know.
Just have to shout louder, won't you?
Hey, Joyce! I can't lift it.
Right, you do the yakking.
Joyce? Joyce, are you in there?
It's me, Jilly. And I feel the same. Because things are getting nicked and you don't do nothing, do ya? And Stella says you'll have these room searches.
How did Stella get into this?
Stella gave her the blouse in the first place.
Joyce?
I heard Joyce complaining to Stella.
What do you want?
Tell me about the blouse.
Mauvey colour satin with great big floppy sleeves.
Sounds pricey.
Present of Stella, yeah, no rule against it, is there?
Jilly, what about you? Did Stella give you a blouse as well?
Yeah, gave me a tank top.
She asked you blouse.
So what? She gave me a tank top.
Got nothing swanky off her then.
A tank top?
So what? She gave me a tank top too.
Yours was tatty though.
You're soft and Stella knows it. Scared to go to the clinic.
Was not.
Yeah, scared, crying your eyes out, scared to have your test. I wasn't scared though, was I?
You just like being poked, that's all.
Right, get you.
Hey, Miss! Miss, open the door! He's gonna kill me, Miss, he's after me, Miss!
All right.
Right, here they come. Come and get some.
Stop snivelling, Jilly. You're not hurt. Now put her in an empty room. I'll talk to both of you this afternoon.
Oh, here's you. Wait. Come on. I've got to behave myself as well, have I? Just you wait.
I'll put her in an empty room.
What have you done with her, eh? What have you done with her? I won't word with her. No,
Do you think they'll split them up? More permanently, I mean.
No, it's Stella. They'd be all right if it wasn't for her. Still, you might get a couple of new chairs in there. Joyce must have seen off 2 at least.
Part-time, too. Stella, will you see her?
I'm sure she put them up to it. I think I'm going to ask the governor to do that.
No love lost there.
Exactly. Suppose I ought to see the receptions.
No, you're all right. The chaplain hasn't finished yet.
Cup of tea?
You'll see the welfare officer. Then there'll be the reception board.
Board?
Well, actually, that just means Mrs. Bostock. She's the assistant governor on this wing.
What are you for, then?
Well, they'll be doing the first aid, sorting out your more immediate and more practical problems. But there may be other things you'd like to talk about, the way you feel, and things in general. You don't have to come to the chapel, by the way. I have a room on the welfare section.
You Irish, are you?
Yes.
I am. Well, half.
Your parents know where you are?
Me mother ditched me dad. Took me with her.
When was that?
Sort of just before I left the juniors. Big school was in a different place. Lousy swap it was and all.
You didn't care for the new school?
Too right I didn't. Stopped away.
How many in the family?
3 brothers. They're all older. 2 of them's no good.
And your father, do you know where he is?
She knows. Won't tell me, says he's rubbish.
Is that what you think?
Rather have him than her.
You know, it might be possible to find him.
No, he'd go mad. Go crackers if he knew. Because I was his little girl, like. And I'm just an old tosser. Yeah, he took me to Mass and that. And you know, that last post thing.
Remembrance Sunday?
Yeah, ribbons and little socks had to be just right. She couldn't stand it. Well, anyway, she's CV.
Did the Mass mean anything to you?
Well, just sort of going somewhere, really, being with him. Why you bothered? Really got her back up, though. She locked me away once to stop him taking me to Mass. I've got this thing about no air getting in. I mean, there was air, but it was hot and... well... Anyway, at least I had an handle I could rattle. When you get in this place. Made a right tater of myself last night. Flipped me lid.
Well, you won't be on your own tonight. There still won't be a handle, but no, you won't be on your own.
God be with me, will he?
Come on. Have I mentioned him once?
What's that?
Bus ticket.
Where to?
Somewhere I went.
Somebody nice?
Boyfriend. He's in Brixton. Well, ain't got nothing else. Got no pics and that. Fuzz kept all me gear.
That's my friend.
What sort of friend?
Her name's Leo, short for Leonora.
Hey, you bent? Oh, blimey. First they put me on my own and then they
listen, love. I've not touched anyone yet and I've been in here a good 6 months.
Yeah, it was the first time in there. I'm sleeping in me jeans.
Have you had any night medicine?
Yeah.
Well, get under the covers before you go to sleep.
I'm stopping here till I can hear you snoring.
I don't. Good night, love.
All right, Stella, let's go. This way. In you go.
Sit down, Miss Kyprianou. Is this the last?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, wait outside. I'll call you if I want you. Well,
I wasn't aware I applied to see you, madam.
no, it's more a case of my applying to see you. May I?
I see you have a sense of humour, madam.
Not at all. You're a very important person on the wing. Furthermore, you seem to have ideas about how the wing should be run and so on. I've decided to pick your brains.
Oh, no, madam, I wouldn't presume.
Oh, but you can. You do. I gather you don't think there are enough searches.
Well, theft is a problem, isn't it?
It is indeed, but then so is staffing, I'm afraid.
That doesn't surprise me. You see, as an employer myself, I never ignore the comfort of my staff.
You mean your girls?
My employees. Whereas if you take this wing, the staff have one tiny room to themselves. They can't even boil a kettle. There is one electric point on this wing, and that is in the kitchen where it serves for the iron as well.
Well, let's stick to the staff room, shall we? One shortcoming at a time.
All right, the staff room. The only amenity there is a few chairs.
Well, hardly that at the moment. It was smashed up last week.
That was nothing to do with me, madam.
I'm sorry. I must have been misinformed.
Such energy, these young girls. They're allowed 1 hour walking around a yard. On the morning to which you referred, it was raining. No exercise at all. I'm afraid it leads to a build-up of aggression.
And how well you know that, Stella. It's something that you channel, direct to your own ends.
I have only one end, madam. Getting out of here.
I wish I could help you, Stella. Believe me, I would do it today.
Cow.
I can be if I have a mind. Right. Well, I've made a note of what you've said. Miss Heron, amenities in the staff room, number of electric points. If anything else occurs to you, don't hesitate to let me know, will you?
Oh, Miss Clarke. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just about to see the McEneny girl. I wondered if you'd been in touch with Brixton.
Well, the boyfriend, yes. Fairly bad lot. I'd steer her away if you possibly can. And Mrs. Bostock's heard from the mother. Doesn't really want to know.
Lindy knows that, does she?
Yes, I've discussed it with her. But the record's in my office. You're welcome to take a look.
I'll do that, thank you.
Glad to be of help.
I believe you saw Miss Clarke the other day. Just finding out where we're up to?
Yeah. They've heard from my mother. They wrote to her, not me.
You use your letter, though.
Yeah.
So, who did you write to?
Stu.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah.
How long have you known him?
2 years.
The first time you left home, was that his idea?
Didn't have to twist me arm. Well, not the way things were with her and that.
Could you see yourself making a future with this boy? Is that what you have in your head?
Dolph making plans. Got to take what comes. If he gets put away, well, find someone else. Bound to be something going.
Hand to mouth. That way is very hand to mouth.
Well, things are like that, aren't they? Can't back on anything except things will get mucked up for you. People will spoil things for you.
People?
Fathers and school teachers and that.
Hmm.
Hey, you bored listening to me?
No?
Bloody looks like it.
But you will imply that things are done to you, as if you've no part in it.
Well, things do get done to you. What to my sort they do anyway.
Well, what do you have to offer the world? You, Lindy.
Damn all! Well, just about nothing, really.
No girl can say that. No girl who has the woman, who has the mother in her. There's a poem written to Mary. It compares her to the air we breathe. It says we're wound round in her. And men are meant to share her life as life does air. If I have understood, she holds high motherhood towards all our ghostly good, and plays in grace her part about man's beating heart, laying like air's fine flood the death dance in his blood. Womanhood, your gift, your power, your burden. It's what you must never abuse and what you must believe.
It's a waste of time starting them on courses they'll never finish.
But everyone says that about my wing. I have people who are hanging about for 9 months awaiting trial. If a woman were with us for just 5 weeks, any course would still be worthwhile.
From the point of view of welfare, I couldn't agree with that more. There's just this massive ignorance. How to stop having babies, how to feed the kids they've got, how to budget, how to fill out forms.
A simple course in social education with an instructor from outside. Just because of the state of flux, nothing gets done for remands. Half these women are going to be acquitted. It's entirely through social ignorance that many of them are here.
I think the remand wing needs it.
Well, you both made the point, but I think I must hold it over for the moment. Requires a lot more thought.
If you don't mind my saying so, madam, we haven't really dealt with association, and that's my main
Yes,
concern.
well, let's push on then, shall we?
Excuse me, will you?
Yes, of course, Miss Clarke. Now, Mrs. Armitage.
Compared with the sentenced women, remands spend a lot more time locked in their rooms. It's as much as, what, 18, 19 hours a day? Now, we've convicted women on the section. We've also straight remands and trials, and it's a question of stopping them mixing. The only way is to keep them in their rooms.
No, but they mix in the workroom, don't they?
True, that's why we've cut the time the remands spend in the workrooms to 4 hours.
3.5.
Oh, you all talk of stopping them mixing, but we know that the remands meet with the sentenced women. They meet in the chapel, the clinics, the kitchens, and in the centre block. There's a grapevine between the remand wing and the main prison. And we all know the amount of passing that goes on.
Yeah, yeah. It all comes down to shortage of staff. That's really why we lock them up so much.
Escort duty accounts for what?
Oh, half of my remand wing staff. 50% are out at any one time. Now, you talk about association, but who is going to supervise? Borrow from the main prison? Well, all you'll be doing is locking up the women there. No, I just can't see it. We're pushed to manage evenings as it is. For a start, there's the watering to do.
If the women were free and out on the wing, they'd go to the loo and they'd get their water then. You wouldn't need all this locking and unlocking.
Faye, we're getting nowhere fast. We've been through all this before.
You want a decision? All right, a compromise. I agree to association on the remand wing, but let's limit it to an hour and a half and make it every other night. Try it. Let's see how it goes.
What more could I ask? There's nothing left to be desired. Peace came upon me and
I'm sorry, Mrs. Branner. I'll have to get the mechanic in again. Look, I'll get the mop. Stay here and see no one makes it any worse.
First time I heard this, I was with Wayne.
Yeah, that's history.
I know. That's what's the matter.
It's the words, though. It's the words that get you, like a poem. Chaplin told me a poem bit like that, about the air you breathe and that.
Oh, he's banging up poems now.
Shut your mouth and give us a fag.
Can't buy 'em, can we? 16, same as you are.
We get ours off Stella. She's down there. Go and ask her.
Want something, love? Them not say you give them fags. Can't buy 'em, we're only 16.
Sorry, dear. Her ladyship says I must leave you minors alone. Stop your canteen, sweeties. That's the way it's done, dear.
Come on, love. I'll see you straight.
Anyone for ping pong?
Crisis. You seem to have lost the Ludo.
Fat girl took it out with her last week.
Aileen Jarvis? She didn't come back, though, did she?
Acquitted.
So what was she want with the Ludo?
Compensation. It's the most she could expect.
There's no need to tell me, Stella.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Share with Irene, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm in with Clemency. All right if you like the singing.
Yeah, I know.
Read palms, you know. Great one for the fortune. You must ask her to have a go sometime. She always tells such nice, good things. Nice, good things. That's right. That's so. Lindy, Lindy, Lindy Lou. What shall we do, Lindy Lou?
Can't you stuff hanky in your mouth?
I'm sorry. Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry.
Rose had a go at you, didn't she? Yeah. I saw her tagging you along. Almost said something. Decided not, though, in the end.
Oh, she had.
It's not the end of the world, you know.
Oh, I hate it here. I hate it.
Oh, Rose is all right. She just doesn't think that's all. I'll have a word with her, don't worry.
You see, I don't get it. I mean, look, she's brass, a prostitute. Well, you're that way, but you wouldn't treat...
Well, you've just said it. I am that way. She's not. I like a bit of love about. Perhaps I'm old-fashioned.
It's just when she's in here, then.
There's quite a few of them like that. They're mostly selfish so-and-sos. I'd keep out their way. It's best.
But it's why I let her, though. I mean, out there I'd die rather...
World. You're not yourself in this one. Well, how can you be? I mean, living caged up like this, not knowing what's going to happen to you when you're going to court.
I go to court Friday. Magistrates.
Yeah, that's right. And for 7 days you present yourself and then you trot back till they've decided what they're at.
You do that, did you?
To start with. Now I'm waiting for the Crown Court.
Yeah, but with me, I mean...
Sleep. Stop chunnering and get to sleep. Let your subconscious do the work.
You're Irene. What are you? I mean, work-like.
I'm one of them teachers you hate so much. Go on, get to sleep.
Hey, you a teacher?
I'm sorry, Rose, just no way can the workroom stay open.
We get our pay all right. You should relax.
2 more hours of your fat mum.
Things shall go up tomorrow. All right, you two. Just till dinner.
Mrs. Spencer, hang on a second. Give me a minute, will you?
Right.
Jilly, not you. I want you to come with me. Police visit.
No. No, I'm not going.
Now, look, Jilly, I shall be there with you.
They'll do me, miss. They'll do me.
But I shan't leave you on your own, Jilly. I shall be what's called in loco parentis. Now, that's standing in for your mum and dad.
They'll force me, miss. I know they will.
You need say nothing to them, Jilly, and if that's what you want, that's what I shall tell them. Now, come on, there's a good lass.
Pigs did me brother over once.
Look, she'll be all right with me there, Joyce. Now, don't worry.
She's right, you know, you shouldn't worry. That Lindy's gone to court today. How do you think she's feeling?
And as a landlady, I would like to point out...
Does Stella own property?
Oh, yes, quite the Lady Rackman in her way. She also owns a chain of strip clubs.
It was some kind of property racket that landed her in here.
There might have been other charges, too.
Do I go on?
Oh, please do.
In every house I own, I am bound to observe a numerical ratio between toilets and tenants. I now find myself housed in a government dwelling where the ratio of toilets to persons is this. 4 toilets per 75 persons.
My God, she's got a gall.
You should frame it.
Does she say anything else?
Oh, yes, workrooms closed down 3 times this week. Oh, and a special note for you, Peter. As she has an outside physician who examines her thoroughly once a month, she refuses to have her compulsory VD test.
Harley Street. I can't compete.
All the same, she'd make a fair shop steward.
She doesn't give a damn about the conditions. She sent that note to stir things up, to make me angry.
Yes, but the point she raises...
Oh, they're valid enough. God, how I detest that woman.
Carriage. The way you carry your head.
Come on, everybody. Tea.
Get lost.
Stella, those books are meant to read.
Cast-offs. Rejects from the main prison library. They'd come apart at the least little thing.
They're good enough to read.
Don't you believe me? Yeah, Joyce. Catch.
Oh, Stella, look. It's coming apart. Oh,
Governor.
Madam, there's been a disturbance in Remand Wing.
Oh? Who's responsible?
It seems to be Stella. Shall I get the girls to clear away?
No, leave everything as it is. I'll be right down.
I'm sorry. I did my best, madam.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. You'll be pleased to hear that your letter reached me.
I hope you forgive the liberty, madam.
One of the points raised was lack of work.
We've been in our rooms all day. Workrooms have been shut all day.
I'm sorry you've been deprived. No doubt you'll be pleased to make up for it now.
It's lock-up now.
Well, you're being privileged. You may replace these books on the shelves or make a separate pile of all the damaged books. I'll see that you get sellotape and scissors.
Madam, I think...
Yes, Mrs. Bostock, we'll talk in your room. Stay with Miss Kyprianou until she's finished, will you?
She doesn't speak much English. As far as I can gather, she's left some children in the house.
Well, surely you have a home address.
No, I think the problem is they're with a babysitter. I do hope I got it right.
How many children? Hmm? Babies? 1, 2, 3? 3 children.
3 children. Ask her what her address is.
Come on in there, hurry up. Oh, I might have known it was you two. Well, you must right, Dave. Go on, Lorna.
Come on, Lindy. You know the rules. If you don't get up, you'll lose your association.
Leave me alone.
All right. 3rd day running. Now, what's all this about? Come on, let's have it.
I want to know when I'm going to court. I reckon you all know, you're just not telling.
We'll know the night before and not a minute sooner. That's how it is with the Crown Court. They phone us through the night before. We wouldn't mind a bit more notice either.
I wish they'd done it there and then. Just pat me off to Boston, no messing.
The magistrates can't do that. They have to refer you to the Crown Court.
Yeah, but this section I'm on, it can't be forever, can it? I mean, there's got to be a time on it.
Look, until you go to the Crown Court...
But some of them are waiting months.
They know you're young. No. They'll try and push you through.
She's doing a report on me too, isn't she?
Mrs. Bostock? Yes. It's a Boston report. She has to.
Oh, tell her to do it quick, miss.
Yes, I know it's my job to write this report. It's just that I don't want to do it.
What are your reasons?
I'm not sure that I know myself.
Well, it can't be lack of relevant information. You get on with welfare more so than anyone, I'd say.
I don't tread on their toes. Some AGs see welfare as their job. I feel I'm, well, more of an administrator. Welfare keep records for me. They make notes on every interview they do, and I have access to them.
Well, that can't be the trouble then, can it? Is it more that you don't feel qualified?
Who could be? Who could be under these circumstances? The girl is under so much strain, I can't judge what she's really like.
Well, look at it this way. You're asked to say whether an institution would suit her. Now, she's in an institution now. The effects of that you can judge, surely.
Yes, except that I'm biased.
You're anti-institutions?
Yes. As you know, I've been here for 2 years. Now, it's hard for me to say this, but...
Do you think I haven't heard all of this before? In the last 6 months, I've lost 2 of my best AGs. They felt they were beginning to accept things as they were, that they were becoming institutionalized.
But you do accept that happens?
It can happen, yes. But that's the sort of decision that you've got to make yourself. But I've only got one thing to say to you. In the last few weeks, there have been a lot of changes on your wing, and they've come about through you, through your constant pressure.
After 2 years on that wing...
But they have come about.
The idea for a course in social education.
That hasn't been decided yet.
It's a pity.
Mrs. Bostock, I'm not going to bribe you to stay here. And I can't be blackmailed either. Oh, Remand Wing is important, yes, far more important than I first realized. But it's still only a third of the prison. And I have to see it as a whole. Because that's my job. And that's what I'm paid to do.
Sugar baby love, sugar baby love, I didn't mean to make you blue. Oh, sugar baby love, sugar baby love, I didn't mean to.
I can't hear you, Joyce, dear. I can't hear you. Throw the voice out.
Baby love, sugar baby love.
Here, Fiddle! You trying to show me up the thing?
Play back. Now, Joyce, dear, don't get upset. All you need is a little help. Linda, will you come and help? Please go and stand by Joyce.
You must be joking.
I beg your pardon.
We don't want to know. What are you on earth for?
Because I would like to hear Linda sing. I've an idea she'd knock spots off both of you. Come along, dear, there's a good girl.
Give me one good reason why I should.
My dear, I'm offering you a chance. A golden opportunity.
Stand up, sit down, kiss my behind, leave it out no further.
Like all young things nowadays, you're very short-sighted. You have to remember I have contacts in the business.
Don't make me laugh. You're finished. Wait till they put you away. They'll do it good and proper.
Innocent until proved guilty, dear.
She's right, you know, Stella. You're leading these kids up the garden. You don't think there's any glamour in her life, do you?
Stella's rolling in it.
Yeah, you made a record, didn't you, Stella?
So did I, chicken. So did I. And now I don't have two sticks to rub together.
Yeah, you're old, though.
Clubs made me old. The heartaches made me old.
Come on, let's forget it.
Linda, you've broken up my party.
Get stuffed. Of course me ma will have me home. She's twigged I'm 16, I'll be working. That's the reason, just to get me wages.
Yes, but it is a change of heart. And Lindy, if you won't go
Then
home...
it's Boston. Right, well, I'd rather.
Your father is back in Ireland.
Hey, you ain't told him, have you?
I have not. I found out where he is, that's all. He's in his hometown. He attends the church. It wasn't hard to trace him. He's working in a small hotel. I have the address if you'd like to write to him.
Right. Right what? Dear Daddy, I'm doing very well. I've got this string of O-levels and I'm all lined up for a smashing job earning pots of money. Right, well, then he'd want to know.
Do these things matter? Being clever, earning lots of money?
Yeah. Yeah, they do matter, because if you are those things, people treat you different.
A woman came to see me the other day. She waltzed in wearing a mink coat.
Stella?
Yes, Miss Kyprianou. A very rich, a very clever lady.
Well, what's she want?
Some trifle, it doesn't matter. Now, that woman has spent a great deal of time making herself attractive, rich, and clever. Inside, she is a pauper. She has nothing.
You don't know what she's like inside?
I sense that she is empty.
Well, how do you know I'm not like that?
She has no sense of shame. You have. You're ashamed of the life you've lived. Ashamed you haven't done better. And now it's in your way all the time. So you'll have to come to terms with the shame and eventually put it behind you.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. This place shames you.
And Bostock will be no better. That's why it would be bad for you to go there.
Yeah. Well, look. Will you write and tell him just where I am and that?
Yes. I'll write to your father.
Today, then?
Solicitor thinks I stand a fair chance. Go on, get back to sleep. You've got a good half hour yet. All right.
Hello, Owen.
Shove off.
Paid a visit the other day. Father Callahan. He seemed quite worried about you. Oh, man, he does get so involved.
Liar.
I don't quite follow, do you?
You're lying. He wouldn't talk to you about me.
I know. I was quite surprised myself. I mean, I would hate to think that he would ever discuss me. But I'm sure I can see the occasion might very well arise. Of course, it's that little room that makes him confide. It's so intimate, dear. So inviting.
What do you say about me?
He feels you're rather insecure. Of course, he is a very intelligent man. But if I were you, I'd be a bit wary. Makes them go a bit strange. The sex thing. Such a pity.
Lindy!
Man must hear all sorts of things. I should think he gets quite excited.
Lindy, come and get your take. You don't have to, you love it, you know how it is.
Hey! What's all that about, eh?
Well, we'll take you into the hospital for tonight. Maybe stay a while.
If she feels settled here.
Well, Linda, what do you say? Rather stay here, would you?
Irene will be back soon. I'll be all right when Irene's back.
No, Lindy, no, she won't be back. She's been acquitted. I need the bed, though, for a new admission.
I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
I'll miss Irene, too, you know.
She lost her job and everything. All that time in here for nothing.
Yeah, but she could cope better than most of you. This business, Lindy, with the hand, it wasn't just Irene, was it? I mean, the thought she wouldn't be back.
Oh, I don't know, miss.
Well, the way it happens, things build up.
Oh, miss, it gets worse and worse and more.
Could you tell me?
Oh, I feel lousy.
Oh, Father O'Callaghan. That girl you've been trying to see all week, Linda McEneny. I've packed her off back to Remand.
Is she better?
Well, she's been in the hospital for 10 days, so the hand wound is healed, and she's starting to pull out of the depression.
Yes, well, I still doubt if she'll see me. I've handed it over to Miss Clarke.
Well, you can't gather them all into the fold.
No, but we were doing rather well.
Incredible changes of mood at that age. I wouldn't let it bother you.
Well, the thing is this. Father O'Callaghan's heard from your father. He really wanted to tell you himself.
Yeah, he's kinky like that.
Sorry?
It's how he gets his kicks. Reads you out poems and that. Some suckers fall for it.
What makes you say a thing like that?
What me father say? Made me a bed up, has he?
Well, there are certain practical things.
Yeah, shacked up with someone, I suppose.
Yes, he is living with someone. A woman with children of her own. All the same, he very much wants to see you.
Yeah. Now he's got it together, isn't he? I can't lumber him, I wouldn't. Anyway, I'm all set for Bostock. Won't be that bad. They let you out, games and that.
We don't know yet.
Oh, come on. Yeah. It's a lousy job, isn't it, us no-hopers all the time? I don't know how you stick it.
Well, no, you're wrong. I couldn't have put it more clearly. That's how I ended the report. I said, in my opinion, the last place to help Lindy would be Bostock.
Well, Bostock it is. So the court didn't agree with you, did they?
No, Mrs. Armitage, but I think that Mrs. Bostock has every right to feel aggrieved. It does seem rather a waste of effort. I'm sorry.
I'm going on leave for a few days. I'll come in and see you when I get back, if I may.
Why don't you like her?
I didn't say that I didn't. Well, as an AG, she's never been less than efficient. But personally, I feel she has no loyalty to the service. And I have, you see, so it rubs me up the wrong way.
Yes, I can see that.
You allow her a good deal of autonomy, madam.
Yes. It's the only reason I've been able to keep her as long as I have. But she'll go, and it'll be our loss. Reports?
I'm ready, madam.
Miss, we've only got 10 more minutes.
Sorry, I'm a lousy electrician. You don't want me to blow us all up, do you?
Ask me, that'd not be a bad idea.
Bloody moles. Here, miss, could you make a bomb? Could you if you wanted?
I'm having a job to mend this plug.
One day, Joshua will come and blow his trumpet.
That's it, Clem, you suck it to us.
Joshua hit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua hit the
One
battle
shirt,
of Jericho.
one jumper, one pair of trousers.
Joshua hit the battle of Jericho.